so you don't get distracted. All right. How many of you still taking exam? Anyone want to put the hands up? I'm still taking exam. Question is going on. Okay, but they're not. All right. All right, good. The people taking the exam, please put your volume less so you won't be distracted. Let's get on with the subject discussion. First, congratulations for the people who took this exam for the first time. How many of you took this weekly exam for the first time?
It was my first time.
It was the first time? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it good? Was it bouncer? How was it?
Good. I was able to score above target, but the thing I didn't think too much because the more I was thinking, I was getting confused. But I need to practice a little bit on that aspect.
Got you. Okay, I understand. How about the time management? Were you able to do within this 1 hour? Was it sufficient?
I completed in 40 minutes only.
40 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that input. Any other comments here on your time management?
Yeah, time was I was able to complete maybe 5 minutes early. So I was able to spend a good amount of time on each question. But then the answers that were there were, some of them were like little confusing. I was feeling two of them were like right, but I went with one, just like some of them as a fluke only.
Okay.
So, but since it's a first time, I think it was pretty good.
Understood. Understood.
With more practice, I think things will be clear.
Possible, right? Okay, that's gives some confidence to us.
Right.
I have some of them in this room who would think that, hey, Shri, we started our PMP reading only last week. I thought only that subject question I will get it here. If you are someone like that, no.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Okay. We are not in school. We are not in college. Okay. We are in professional exam. In school and college, sometimes we go only with the chapters, what we read, ma'am, teachers, what they take. That's not the way it goes. It's a professional exam. When I say professional exam, project management, we are learning from the day when we started our career or even our college days. So the subject, what you see here, as a question, it looks new to you, but the subject is not new. How many of you want to agree with that? Subject is not new to you. You know management already. But the only thing is a question, the way it's asked, the way you have to interpret those English words, those are things new to you. So this can take a few weeks of time. This will take a few weeks of time to get a hold of the subject, and that will make you to get better on the question. So for the first timer, I would say, don't worry. This is very common in the beginning. You get low scores or not able to manage the time. This all happens. Okay. All right. We will go for the discussion. When I say discussion, how does it work for the newcomers also? The people who have a question will put the hands up. When I say put the hands up, there is an emoji or reaction here. You will put the hands up. So we know that you're going to ask some question. How do we ask question? You will share the screen and we will talk about the question which you found pretty crazy for you. Or you found this answer is not correct. Or the way you read the question, you have a little difficulty there. So those questions will pick up and talk. Since we have a bunch of people here, a person can stick with the 2 questions. And we'll go through some set of people. If everyone complete their questions, then again, we'll come back to you if you have more than 2 questions. Is the ground rules clear? We'll go for it. All right, fantastic. Before I jump to the question, any experience to be shared with the people here about their exam?
Siri, I just have one question. I got 30 out of 40. I clear right answer, but still the quiz said you got only 58% marks and failed.
Okay.
So how this scoring is done normally?
Okay, please share the details with Rahul. We will verify that. So if you say 30 out of 40, it's not 50%.
Yeah, 58. What it's saying, it's 58, and the minimum scoring is 68. So I think it's.
Can you read your WhatsApp? There are some details shared with everyone. What is mean by grading system? Have you read it? Yeah,
No.
please read that once. You will get an idea what does a grading system means. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. We'll start with the people who are hands up there. I can see Dhananjay. We'll start with Dhananjay on the first question. Yes, Dhananjay, please go ahead. Dhananjay, your mic is muted. You have to.
I'm sorry, I'm still giving the exam. That's why I raised the hand that I was.
All right, you can put your hands up down there.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'll do that.
Fantastic. So Badrinath, you have any question? Or you're still in the exam? Okay, look like. Geeta.
Yes, Sriram. So as I told you earlier that I have taken a lot of mock test. So all the questions seems to be known for me this time also.
Okay.
But however, I could score 75%. So I don't know now where I'm really standing. What is my potential? Because all the questions are known, and without analyzing, I could able to answer. It's by hearted.
What is your weekly exam count now?
That's what it goes more than 10.
See, you are already by now you should have your PMP certificate at your home.
Yeah. So see, I wanted to do it after scoring high marks with good confident level. I thought I can go it.
There is not the day that I will buy home, car, all the money, I'll get married. That will not work.
Oh, it is the other way around. I don't know my real potential itself.
Again, I'll tell you, we are coming from sometime our school standards, first benchers, second benchers. We always look for 98.9, then I'll go for exam. You look for somebody to authorize you that you are ready for the exam. Okay, this is all fine from school and college. But again, for your information, I'll tell you, somebody is getting good with your question reading ability. Somebody is getting good on your full exams. Have you tried any full exams in ShriLearning already?
Yeah, I did 2 full mock. First full mock I got less mark, 54 something. Second full mock I took yesterday and I scored 77%.
Very good.
I knew that it is all of repeated questions from the first mock.
Okay. So
80%.
point is, yeah, repetition is not, I believe, because of the shuffling, because you would have taken number of questions already. You would have exhausted already. The point I would recommend is, I would have said in a WhatsApp also with you, plan your exam date another 1 week to 10 days, not beyond that.
Okay.
Okay. After some time, you reach a saturation point, you will start getting bored with these questions and you lose the rhythm. So when you are in a good stage, go write the exam, close it.
But how could I know my real strength and potential now? Am I okay to go? Because the second mock shows it's full of repeated questions from first mock and all. And in between that 180 question also 2-3 questions repeated. I took this to Rahul also.
Okay. Usually we have a good shuffling system. It should not repeat. This is the first time I'm hearing from you. But I would recommend you to go for one more full exam, but first book the date. You've done 10 weekly exams. You did all practice exams. Still you doubt yourself where you stand. It's not about the exam problem. It's our mindset problem. So we have to start thinking, booking the exam. Once you pay the fee, this doubt will go away. Now your target will be on the exam. So recommend you to pay the fee first and book the date.
Okay,
yeah.
Shriram.
Meantime, we'll also analyze why the question got repeated. Usually shouldn't do that, but we'll work it out.
Sure. So, okay,
Good.
I have one more doubt in the subject. Like I'm a bit confused about this avoid, escalate. And
you have a question to share?
Yeah, let me do it.
I have few more hands up there. Avinash, Abdul, Funny, Sandra, few more people. People have questions, have a face-to-face conversation. It'll be nice to see whom we are talking.
Can
okay.
You
please go ahead. Read the question.
The second question, it's upon identifying and evaluating a risk as a project manager, you find it difficult to manage the risk. So you take the decision to transfer this risk to your program manager. So you avoid the risk, escalate, mitigate, and escape. Always I had a confusion in this.
Why confusion here?
So I thought I'm escalating because I find it difficult, and I'm like avoiding the risk to the
Right.
to the project
Right.
manager program manager has taken that.
Okay. I'm sure you read this risk management where we have two things, right? Positive risk, negative risk. Whether positive or negative, we do certain strategies for handling it. In this, have you remember this escalate is one of a strategy?
Yes.
Very good. Nice. So your confusion is between whether it is escalating or we avoiding this risk. That's a question to you, right? So upon identifying and evaluating the risk, you found what it is risk and you evaluated it. It means you found what could happen out of this risk. As a project manager, you find it difficult to manage a risk. So you take the decision to transfer this risk to your program manager, which means you have something called a governance structure in a corporate. You have a project, you have a program, you have a portfolio, you have PMOs. Some of the governance framework structure will help us to escalate certain risk. It could be positive, it could be negative, which we cannot handle it, right?
Okay.
When you say avoid, imagine there is a project is happening. In this project, one of a stakeholder is so pretty crazy stakeholder. When I say crazy, he or she keep bringing more requirements in the middle of the project, and that can turn into a big risk in the project. Right now, what will happen is we know this customer is something like this. Now, what a strategy I have to follow here? One of the strategy is to avoid. What do you mean by avoid? By avoid, I'm going to write a plan in a way in future, if I have to work with this project team or particular customer, I would start involving with this stakeholder very early in the project. By writing a strategy of involving the stakeholder early in the project, I'm avoiding such a risk triggering. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, Sriram.
Right?
Yeah.
Avoiding is not that you don't do, you pass it to somebody else. That's not avoid. Avoid is that trigger of that risk happening. For example, you are thinking multiple times to go to main exam. You keep asking where I'm standing. You are avoiding a risk of losing your money and failure. You are avoiding that trigger to happen. So you're trying to do a lot of strategies to mix it happen, right? Here you cannot escalate it. You are doing some strategy here. Escalation is you just passing to someone, hey guys, I can handle it. Can you please take it on?
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah. Yes, Sriram. Yeah. Thanks.
Fantastic. Good question. And as I said, please go ahead and book your date. Then we'll see more with them. I believe you are in touch with me in WhatsApp.
Yeah. Just I WhatsApp you also.
Yeah. Very good. Nice. Any other question?
No, thanks.
By the way, when you book your exam in next 1 week to 10 days, keep up yourself at least 2 to 3 days off before the exam.
Sure. Yeah.
Don't keep yourself so packed till the last date in the office.
Okay. And what I have to studies and what I need to do. Okay.
I'll catch up in the WhatsApp. Just message me. I will connect there.
Okay, Sriram. Yeah. Thank you.
Fantastic. Good. That's a good one with the Geeta. Let's go to Avinash. Hey, Avinash. Avinash, you're in mute mode. My artificial intelligence not improved to listen you, even you. Okay. Hey, I think your mic is unmuted, but it is not coming up well. Something wrong there. Okay. I do one thing, you fix it. Maybe you can rejoin. Meantime, I'll get to Abdul and come back. Hope it's fine for you. Yeah. Yes, Abdul.
Shri, hope you're doing good. Shri, this is a generic question not related to the mock. Actually, this mock is intended for the April batch students from the April batch, because we just had the last session and I am just completed with the framework and the stakeholder engagement. So having the mock, will it be confusing once we complete the study and then we go for the weekly mock? What is your advice?
If you join a few minutes later, maybe I would have said this is not school and college. We go by chapter. It's a professional exam. May I know what is the role you're playing now?
BA.
Business analyst.
Business analyst.
Okay. How many years overall experience you should have?
16 years of experience.
Very good. In the 16 years experience, have you understood how a company work, how a management work? You should have some base idea.
Of course.
You should have, right? So, which means that when these questions are taking, you're getting an idea how a project management exams questions look like? I'm repeating the same topic again. A few minutes back, I said it's the same. It is not about the content which you don't know. Content you know already. Only you don't know how a question look like. So by taking question, you're getting a clarity of how a question will look like. Of course, you may not read it. Even 1 month later, you will be in the same place. Little more improvement would have happened. So by taking questions, you're getting idea. That's the point.
I understand.
Fantastic. Good. If you have any question to share, no? Okay.
No, Sri. No.
All right. Fantastic. Let's then go to Funny. Hey, Funny.
Hey, hi, good evening, Sri. So I will just present my screen here.
Yep. By the way, somebody new here, just information, there is a share option in Zoom. You can use that to share the screen. People who have put the hands up, have your question ready, so it'll be easy to talk. Yes, Funny, please go ahead.
So, Sri, just to inform you, today I have received, I think around 5 to 6 customer questions repeated, which I had encountered during last weekly mock.
What you saw in the last weekly is the same questions came to you today.
Yeah, means from 2nd, 9th and 15th April.
Oh, these are the number of marks you've taken.
Yeah.
12 marks, man, already limited, reached the max limit. Okay, when is your main exam?
Actually, I have not booked and have still not completed all the knowledge areas chapter.
Okay.
So I'm just prepared.
Have you tried any full exams?
No, still not, because I have not completed all of the readings. So,
okay. So you have planned any date when you're going to complete it?
By next month, I'm planning so.
Okay. Okay. Then see, the plan is something like there is some limit for taking the weekly test. After that, you have to get to the next stage. I would have said this last class, repeat again. When you enter the highway, the car will have some ramp area for 500 meters. You will drive the car and ramp for 500 meters, then get to the main highway.
Actually,
you cannot keep driving the same ramp for 5 kilometers. Okay.
Right.
You get an idea, get to the full exam. That's important.
Yeah, actually, this is, I think, third weekly mock I am taking in this month.
Very good. Very good. So what you did is good. So what is the question now? So
question is here. I was just actually I have just means 5 questions were 5 to I think 7-8 questions were from last mock only. So the test was not very much difficult for me. I have gone through last 5 minutes. I have attended 7-8 questions. This question I'm just want to understand.
Are you sharing some question in the screen?
Yeah, this question number 17. Is it visible?
No. You are showing an Excel sheet which shows all your credit card number, how much money you paid.
Actually, I'm showing. So let me try again.
I saw somebody was to log out and log in. Were you able to log in, Avinash?
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back here. Yeah. Funny, would you like to search for it? You got it? Okay, good.
Is it visible now?
Yes, please, go ahead. Read the question.
Question number 17. A medical equipment vendor is running a hybrid project which includes some customer software development by an agile team. The team progress is good, but slow customer approval causes unnecessary delays. Customer insists the approval can only be given after repeating all the test cases in the target environment. How can the project manager accelerate the approvals and build customer trust at the same time?
Okay, question is targeting whom? Project or project manager?
So it's targeting to project manager.
Project manager, very good. So ask is how to accelerate the approvals and build the customer trust at the same time. Both should happen same time. Okay, good. Go ahead. So what is your answer?
So I had read all these questions. I had answered, invite the customer to send retrospective to business the team's testing to pre-approve the test. However, I'm getting the feel what I have means taken in a different way. Propose new terms for team members to work aside the customer for testers to run tests in their environment. So this is Also means the solution could be propose the new terms for team members to work aside the customer for testers to run test in their environment. And
okay, so invite the customer to send representatives to witness the team's testing to pre-approve the test. Okay, will this solve the purpose for the question? How can the project manager accelerate the approvals and build customer trust at the same time? Both should happen same time, which means you have to show some demonstration and customer also feel good with those work what has been completed. So what you're telling is some representative can come here and pre-approve the test. So pre-approving the test will solve the approval also. Is it true? Or let's see other options. B, work out an arrangement with the customer to defer as many tests as possible. Doesn't make a sense. Last one, allow the team to progress at their pace while the customer continue to test and approve earlier builds.
both I had
No.
cancelled out.
Okay, let's see the C. Propose new terms for the team members to work aside the customer for testers to run tests in their environment. Look like we are trying something or doing something as the customer's premises, customer segment, where they really see what is working or what not working. See, two things are there. A looks good, you're inviting them, fantastic, but they're doing only the pre-approval test. Whereas when C, if you see here also customer involved, but the thing is you're doing at the premises of the customer or the customer environment themselves. So which chances are very high you can find the problem as early. Both has its own advantage, but C has a better advantage. You feel that?
Yeah, Shrish, definitely.
Yeah, I know this kind of question is a little tricky because we always like customer coming to our places, but sometimes it feels that value addition. In Agile, they call about value addition. It's not about the procedure to be followed. It's all about how early the value can reach the customer. So I feel C reaches faster than A.
Yeah. Right.
Fantastic. Good.
Thank you. Thanks.
Right. Let's get to Avinash and come back. Hey, Avinash.
Yeah. Hi. I'll share my screen.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Is it visible?
No, we are still in funny. Let's. Is it funny or it's yours? No, it's funny. Can you share now? Avinash, yes, I can see you. Please read the question.
Yeah, I'll read the question. My screen is not visible, right?
Visible. You are leading a corporate restructuring.
Okay. Okay. You are leading a corporate restructuring project. During a meeting intended to build support for the project among the key stakeholders, a gap is uncovered with regard to conducting monthly audit for regulatory compliance. Especially the project management plan does not address who will be responsible for conducting this activity in the new organizational structure. Apparently, this project requirement was missed during project planning. What should be done next to resolve this issue? See, my answer was capture the information in lesson learned, submit the change request. My first doubt is how will I come to know in what part of the process am I there? It says you're in the managed stakeholder process. So which sentence will make me feel that it is in the managed stakeholder part? And the second doubt is whenever we find with respect to compliance or anything, we need to document it. So the nearest point of document among the options given was lessons learned. So that is why I have selected that. Now, when you go down to the explanation, it says that this should be recorded as a issue log, then change request has to be submitted. So if you can we just explain me the first is which process I am there, when process group I am there when reading.
Okay. It's not about process groups. I believe you would have read PMP some years back. If that's the case, we follow process oriented. Here it's not more on process oriented. Now look at the question. The question is something restructuring project is handling. Could be something at whole infrastructure or a whole building restructure or more ERP package restructuring. Something is happening. Let's take ERP itself. ERP in your company they're doing. During a meeting, I'm reading the second line. Meeting intended to build support for the project among key stakeholders. A gap is uncovered for a monthly audit. for regulatory compliance. So compliance related, something is not properly observed in requirement gathering. This is evident in the last but one sentence. Apparently, this project requirement was missed during project planning. Requirement is missed. Now you are a project manager, a requirement is missed. What you will do now? Let's ask. What should be done next to resolve this issue? What should be done next to resolve this issue? To make this issue resolved, what are you going to do here? Now, the question is, yes, it's talking few parameters, restructuring project, compliance related, but my eyes will just fall on the place called requirement missed. Now, if it is requirement missed, what I have to do now? I have to see that because it is compliance related requirement, I cannot ignore it. It should be considered. If I'm going to consider this requirement, what all impact this changes will bring in? The impact could be on time, money, risk parameters, quality parameters, resource addition, all going to happen. Yes, I know all may happen or may not happen, but how do I know I have to do this? For which first you have to record this as a change request, and this change request should be submitted, and this change request should be evaluated whether this change is possible to do or not. If I do, what all impacts? Now, these all can happen, but where is the answer for it? Let's read the first answer. Re-evaluate the collect requirement process. Yes, I can re-evaluate, but will it solve the problem? I don't think it will solve the problem right now. Capture the information, the lessons learned registered. Good, I like it. You record it as some lessons learned when you missed it. But will it solve the problem? No. Add a new risk to risk register. Yes, it's a risk. But before that, what I'm going to do with this? The requirement missed out, what I'm going to do? That's ask here. So point is, in a question, they want to see, are you understanding the urgency of something is missed out here? Are you really understanding the pain of missing the requirement? So rest all possible, but which is a key one here is how quickly we can take into action.
Yeah, I understood the part of it, but I was a bit confused when it was written in the explanation saying that if there was log in issue log. So when do we log in issue log, and when do we log in lessons learned register? Is there any sequence to it?
Yeah. It's not no. So by the way, I'm seeing you coming back to process sequence. Can I assume that you started reading PMP some years back?
I had, but I've stopped it. Now again, I restarted it.
I can see that flavor with you because that is how it was. PMP book years back. I'm not blaming at you. That is how the book was. But if you go current exams in PMP, they are not so focused on what process, what sequence. They're very focused on what value addition. I know it's a little mind change over the years. Coming back here, issue. What is the issue? Quickly, I'll tell you. Issue is something right now. Something is burning now. Okay. A risk is something future failure problem. Something may happen. Tomorrow the power cut can happen. Tomorrow it may rain. That's a risk. Now it's raining because of the too much of some stuff happening. It's an issue right now. When I say
negative risk can be called as issue.
I know we are deviating a topic from here. For your information, issue is something negative or positive, whatever it is right now happens, but majority of the time issue is considered as negative. Issue means something is a burning, firefighting right now. Okay. I'll take a topic. If you're part of the current batches, you will learn risk management. Are you part of the current batch?
I have joined the current batch also.
Very good. You will learn risk management. Okay. We will jump to the next topic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Any question? We can go to. You have any other question?
Okay. So whatever is the last question they're asking, immediately what is the solution that we need to attempt it? That is.
It's not always like this. Sometimes the answer question will be on the first line. So digesting the question is important. It's not you, Avinash. Everyone in this room struggling on this point. They read the question, but we don't understand what this guy is trying to ask. Same problem happens in our email, right? If not in office, we could have only 2 emails, but same email goes 20 times. Why? Because our way of understanding is different. The guy who sent the email is different. So this interpretation is what taking time. So what you're doing is completely good. And this is the reason we read the book. We take more questions. We try to understand what PMI trying to ask. So for your information, it's not always last sentence. The whole question understanding is important. Okay.
Yeah, understood. I have taken my first full mock today. I had watched W also. My issue or is that with respect to interpreting only. I read
Yeah.
questions twice, then I end up losing the time. That's how I could not complete the exam today.
Yeah. In the name of Avinash, I'll tell to everyone here. Initial days, we take long time to read the question. Sometimes we get panic. What we are reading here, is this question really I'm understanding? This doubt will come. But over a period of time, it slowly will pick up. The speed will come.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's jump to the next person. Thanks, Avinash.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I'll share, Shri.
Hey, yes, please go ahead. Please, the people who completed, stop sharing. It'll be nice. Okay, let's go. Who is that next? Sandra.
Hi, Shri. It was my first time taking the weekly mock exam today. So I just wanted to first get an understanding if these questions, what we have in the mock exam, are they exactly or similar to what we are going to be facing during the PMP exam? Or is it just, tweaked a little bit for our practice only? So is this going to be like the final exams?
Yeah, this is a
That was
simulation
one
exam.
understanding I wanted.
Simulation exam. You go to driving school before you get license. What you try there? You want to see how a gearbox work. You want to see how to hold the steering. Sometimes you get on the highway to see how the road look like. So a simulation exam, the word itself, simulation, what it means? You are simulating something like.
Right. Okay.
Right? So you come to understand how an exam look like. So you will not get exam question paper exactly. Again, this is not school, this is not college. It's a professional exam.
No,
They don't teach the question paper outside.
Style of the questions, Shri, not the exact question. Yeah, the style
simulation.
of the, yeah, okay.
Yes, that's why I call simulation.
All right, okay. And also I had another question where I was trying to apply some logic to it today during the exam.
Are you sharing some questions?
I'm sharing my screen now.
Yes.
Is it visible, Shri?
Yes.
All right. So question here, a deliverable on the project's critical path is behind schedule. The performance index is 1.3 and the project manager can put the project back on schedule. Which three results are most likely for the project to choose? So obviously I went for the first option, activities will be performed parallelly. Now when activities are being performed parallelly, there will be risks involved. So I chose that. And I did go for cost will also increase, but somewhere I also remembered when reading the books that so this is more of an approach where you're fast tracking. So in fast tracking, the risk is more and cost, like especially in the predictive approach, what you're doing. When you're fast tracking, what will happen is the risk will be more, but you're trying to meet the same cost. So hence I initially chose this option, and then I had my doubts, and then I had to choose this. So if you can just help me understand why in this, I mean, how are we determining that cost will increase, and how was I wrong to make my judgment?
Okay, so good that you within the first class you're able to come this far, because cost management related subject we're yet to cover, we're yet to discuss, but little tricky subject also. Good you're able to go faster. I appreciate it. Now coming on this point of a CPI, I'm getting some background sound. Is it from you or someone else?
No sound here.
Okay, good, nice. So now the point is CPI. Okay, sorry, don't mind. I muted some of everyone here to arrest the background sound. So now CPI, when we say 1.3, some of us who don't know this, we are going to learn it later. When you say CPI, cost performance index, if I give a team $1, how much they're going to give me back? If I give them $1, they give me back 1:1 ratio, I'm happy, which means what I put money comes back. If 1:1.2 or 1.3, which means if I give $1, team is giving me back $1.3, which is actually good, which means team is doing a good job. As per this question, the cost performance index is 1.3, which means a team is doing really good job for the money paid, which means they are really doing within the budget needed. However, the first line says the deliverable on the project critical path is behind schedule, which means they're running slow. The cost wise, they are good, but speed wise is slow. Now the question is how to bring it on track. The second sentence reads, the project manager can put the project back on schedule, which means you are running late. You want to bring it on track, which means on time. Which three results are the most likely for this project? What can be done? Let's take the first one. Activities will be performed in parallel. If something is running late, we do parallel. That's what you do in the morning when you want to start office. Parallel, you do certain things, you want to reach faster. So you do certain things parallel. That's possible in project. Then what is the second one? The project scope will be revised. I think this is very critical line there. Scope revised. Because we are running late, you will not revise the scope, just like that. When you say revising the scope, you're going to change the whole project ask of the customer. Because the team cannot perform something, we are going to ask my customer, can we revise some work here? This is the worst stage. That's not a good stage to do, isn't it? You're going to a hotel, you're ordering some food, a set of items. And because the hotel cannot make the food ready, they're telling that, sir, can you please take out these items? You won't really be happy for it. So that's not a good choice. So you keep it away for some time. Associated risk will increase. Yes, because you brought work into parallel. A work which has to go sequential, you're going to make it parallel. But instead of sequential, it's a parallel, definitely it will bring some risk inside the system. Rightly pointed out, there are two things they follow in schedule management. They call schedule compression. I will talk this in the classes. Don't want to bring all the topic here, but quickly, two things are there called as a fast tracking. Other one is crashing. Fast tracking and crashing. Fast tracking means instead of doing sequential work, we do in a parallel way, right? Crashing means instead of 2 people doing the job, we will make 5 people to do the job, which means you add more people. So that's why they say when you want to bring back the schedule on time, chances are you may do certain work parallelly. That can bring some risk to you. And also when you do kind of fast tracking, chances are it may increase the cost. Chances are, not always, can increase the cost. So we will talk more about this in the classes, but for your information, for your straight line answer, scope revision is not a good choice because we are running late. That's the point. Got it? I believe I muted some of you. Hope it's clear now. You got it, Sandra? Oop, you are in mute.
Yeah. So I completely get why. I knew that scope is definitely wrong, but then for me, in my mind, I was when I was thinking of fast tracking, I knew cost wouldn't increase when I was reading. But now when we are speaking about activities being performed in parallel, now there are chances that work can go wrong. Since you're doing multitasking, you're doing 2 things at a time, right? So in that case, option E, there is a possibility the team might have to rework. Wouldn't that still be a better choice for me to choose over cost will increase?
That is a later impact, right? Which 3 results are most likely for this project? There you stop. Which is sense, one thing you have to be very careful in answering question. Don't try to solve all the project problem in one question.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we sometimes do that, right? Within one question, we try to solve the whole problem of the project. That's not the ask. What they ask, to this situation, what the best to do? After this, yeah, risk will come, rework can happen, project can be further, cost can go high, something we have to do there, quality can change. That's not the ask here. The main important key answers will lie into this 3. After this 3, sub answers can come later. So answer 3 is the primary one.
Okay, so you mean to say even in fast tracking, cost can increase?
Not necessarily. I said crashing could happen. Sequencing also can bring something because of sequencing, certain work can be realigned, new people can come in, possible. So they are not talking only for fast tracking here. They said what all best can be done.
Can be done. All right. Okay, Shri. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Amazing. Let's go. If that's a question you have, then we'll go to next person whom I have. I got to see the screen. I'll stop sharing. Who's next?
Yeah, hi. Hi, Sri. Can I share the screen?
Hey, wait, Anand. I think you have another person. Fun Khori. You want to talk?
Hi, Shri.
Yeah.
I have my PMP exam scheduled for 17th.
17th. Woo, day after tomorrow.
Monday. Yeah.
Are we connected with the scores in WhatsApp?
Yeah. So I booked the exam after consulting with you.
Nice.
My last two full mocks were for 71%, and the first two were 67. So I'm more or less on the same level. Today I got 80, and
wow, good. Confident?
Yeah, I mean, the questions I'm able to read very quickly. I was able to complete 40 questions in almost 30 minutes.
That's fast.
And the full mocks also, I'm able to go through all of the questions in around 3 hours. Maybe because I have read already most of them, but yeah.
Let me search for your WhatsApp. Last I chatted with you sometime back. Did I give you some bullet points you have to read through last few days?
Yes.
Okay. Have you covered a project manager, product owner roles and responsibilities?
Yes.
Very good. Nice. PMI ethics, you read it once?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, very good. Okay, so all set. Main exam. Before we go to main exam, these points what I given, please go through this one. And you're going to center based or home exam?
Home exam.
Home based. Okay. Are you using personal laptop, office laptop?
Personal laptop.
Nice. Check those connections. Good internet connections. Power supply. You are from IST, India, abroad?
Yes, India.
Okay. Check out the power supply and internet. Two things primarily.
Yeah.
Still something goes wrong, no need to panic, because there is a session management PMI does. So it will wait for some time until you come back. Still doesn't work, you just leave it. And then ping Rahul. He will give one email ID. There we can send an email telling that, hey guys, this is happening. And they will give another option to write exam. But now the system has improved a lot. The moment somebody goes crashed out, they create the ticket. When I say ticket, the Pearson is the third party who conduct these exams.
Right.
Pearson community, the group, they create a ticket for you. Something went wrong, and they'll give a ticket number to you by email or some form. And then we'll do this. I'm just giving a worst options where when you take an exam, you should not panic. Okay, this first. On a good side, 99.9%, it works perfectly at home. Only thing, don't have anything behind you like a wallpaper or something. Shouldn't have that.
Okay.
And if you're going to have a drinking water bottle, I know it's pretty summer there, it should be warm. If you have a water bottle there, it should be a transparent water bottle, and show to them I'm going to use this water bottle, because they keep watching you in the camera regularly. Okay. And you should not read the question louder. They doubt you are reading to somebody in the room to get the answer. So you should not read the question louder. These are basic rules. If not, home exam is pretty easy to do. Okay. Coming back here, we should have a phone conversation. Now, what you do is message me. Probably today it's a little tough. Tomorrow we'll connect over the call.
Okay.
Right. I'll give some points towards the exam. Main exam, don't rush. Main exam also go in the normal pace. Are you taking break in between exams?
Yes.
I mean, questions. You're doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
So generally you have a good reading ability. It means you read a lot of books.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why you read faster. Okay. Then it is fine. 70-80% good. Agile. You work in Agile environment?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Then it's fine. Okay. All good. Then exam set for you.
Yeah, I just have one question. Someone was sharing about fast tracking and crashing. So just now I got this doubt. Can both happen together?
Possible, right? If needed, you can do it. I think Sandra was sharing the question.
Yeah.
Talking about how can we bring back into schedule. In project schedule management, that is specifically in predictive project. Adaptive, we do different way. Predictive project, what will happen is timeline is running short. I want to complete all the work. Now, what do you do? I used to give this example like president or prime minister is visiting your place. So they want to do all the corporation related work, road work and lighting, all. So they do both. They do what do you call it as fast tracking and crashing, right? They bring more people from different municipality corporation to work on your area. And same thing will happen parallelly. Somebody will do here, somebody will do there. It will pop up a lot of risk. It will pop up a lot of issues. But still, why we do this? There is a need. President is coming tomorrow morning. You cannot give an explanation. Guys, come on, man, gurus. No, you have to do it. No other go. So both are possible. But as a manager, you have to take a call. How to utilize it, how to apply it. That's a message.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more question. Very quickly, I'll share my screen.
Yeah.
This is about the Tuckman ladder model. So
Tuckman, what is Tuckman saying?
Yeah, so not this, I'm not able to find one of the previous mock where it was saying that the project manager joined in between of a project, replacing the old manager, which is same here. And there were some things like the team is not having a good collaboration and they are counterproductive and so on. But the explanation was saying that since a new person has joined the project team, it should be a forming stage. The project goes back to forming stage. Whereas again, I mean, including that in mind, I went for forming. But of course, it is very clear that the team is in storming stage. So my question is, can the project go back to forming again when the new person is joining the team?
Highly possible because it's not a one member, it could be multiple members. Forming is a stage where we shake hands and understand each other. Or there is a team which completed one phase of the project, then we go to another phase. When I go to another phase, I go to a new location, new ways of working, new members can come inside the team. So forming is possible, okay, possible. Now answer this question, which keyword you observed well in this question?
Replacing was one of the keyword which I went, because of which I went for forming.
Okay. So the question is targeting project manager or a team?
I think it's team. Okay.
Team. So when team is targeted, your mind, yes, you read manager, very good, nice. But he or she is not targeted. Okay, the team is targeted. So now your important sentence to read is, last but one sentence, team members do not respect each other. You read that?
Yeah.
Now, the question is about the team. Now, the team's character or team's ability right now is not respecting each other, which means a pull and push is happening. Now, can I say it look like storming?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, from the question, it was clear that the team is in storming, but somewhere I also read that if someone is coming or joining, then it goes back to forming, and that is where I got confused.
Possible, but here they have shown the situation also. From forming, the team would have matured to the stage where start working towards a storming stage. Forming is just an initial stage, saying hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, possible.
Okay, got it.
Amazing. Good question. I appreciate it and good wishes. And buzz me. Tomorrow we shall connect over the call.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Amazing. Right. Let's go to Anant. Yes, Anant.
Yeah, hi, Shri. Yeah, I will just share the screen.
It's possible. Let's have a face-to-face conversation. People have questions. It's good to see each other.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring the question.
Yeah. So can you see the screen?
The rolling wave planning. Go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I do have a confusion in this, the concept. I was thinking the answer is A. The focus is in rolling wave planning. The focus should be maintained on long-term objectives, allowing near-term objectives to be rolled out. So
is it today's question paper?
It's no, it's in some like 10 questions worksheet.
Okay, from there you picked up. Very good, nice. Yeah. So you are from current batch?
It's long back actually.
Long batch, very good, nice. I'm just trying to understand how do you read the question. So okay, go ahead. Now you're reading that. What is rolling wave planning? That's a question, and some answers are given here. In this, which one is your answer?
Option A.
A you're choosing. Okay, what you're saying is rolling wave planning is focused in maintaining or maintained on long-term objectives, allowing near-term objectives to be rolled out as part of ongoing wave of activities. Okay, before I go furthermore, have you read this concept of rolling wave planning or it's by assumption?
No, actually, that's the point. Actually, I read this in Rita, so I thought these near-term objectives will be worked upon first.
Okay, so
I'm
what is the
not
right
clear
answer?
about it actually.
What is the right answer?
The right answer is B. That the work to be accomplished.
Okay, you agree with the answer B. You're disagreeing with the answer B. You're saying that A will be the right answer.
Yeah, actually, I chosen answer as A, but the given was the B. So I then again confused in the basically concept itself. Means I didn't understand them.
That's why I asked which batch you started your reading, just to see whether you read the book fully. Okay, it's not cross questioning. I'm trying to see where you stand.
Yeah.
So now, when we are disagreeing B, let's keep disagreeing B. B says the work to be accomplished in the near term is planned in detail, whereas the work in the future is planned at the higher level. Okay. You mentioned you read in Rita book. In Rita book, you vaguely remember anything? Something which you understood what is rolling wave planning? Or you have a book in front of you?
Yeah, in front of me now. They have mentioned like it is often better to not plan the entire project to the smallest detail in advance, but instead to plan to a higher level and then develop more detailed plans. So is it same like iterations or incremental development? Or
Wait. You're again jumping another topic. You read rolling wave planning. In rolling wave planning, what is rolling wave? When I say rolling wave, it is something which we work, the work which we know closer, we will do it right now. Which we don't know, we'll do as a rolling wave as the days moves on. It's a form of progressive elaboration. Have you seen this word in Rita book? It's a form of progressive elaboration.
Progressive elaboration. It is something similar to rolling wave only.
Whether you read in Rita, read in PMBOK, read in Google, everywhere answer is same. Only answer is it's a progressive elaboration. The work which we know, we do now, which we don't know, we do little later. Okay, that's a meaning of whole system. If you got that meaning, answer comes in whatever form you'll able to answer. Okay, so let's see the answer what you've chosen. Focus is maintained on long-term objectives. Okay, allowing near-term objectives to be rolled out as part of the ongoing wave of activities. Do you see it's a kind of jumbled words here and there, not having a proper meaning for answer A? Then answer B.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Answer B is the work to be accomplished in the near term is planned well. Let's take an example of yourself. You want to do PMP exam. Your PMP exam itself is a rolling wave planning. Even though you know you want to do the final exam, but you didn't go elaborate detail on that right now. You are only doing on currently what you have to read for next days or weekly test. So the work to be accomplished in the near term is planned in detail. Since you planned well, on Saturday, you are able to sit for Q&A session. But whereas a work in the future planned is higher level, you still have your exam date at a higher level, which you do in future. It's called rolling wave planning. It's a progressive elaboration. That's a concept. Once you understood the concept, now whatever English word they give, you'll be able to answer.
Okay.
Right? Now we got the concept clearly?
Sure. Yes.
Right. The point is, this is used in predictive model. In work breakdown structure, some of the WBS work will be not clear, will be gray. What it means is, when I come close to the WBS, we will start elaborating the work. Right. Now I'll come to the other question you asked, then I'll close this discussion on this question. You asked, is it iterative incremental? You are right on that point. In Agile, majority of the work goes by rolling wave planning, because in Agile, even though we know we have to do this, we will not go in detail. We will keep the work which is near term very detailed, long term as rolling wave. So what you said is correct, but when you look at this question, look from predictive model as well adaptive model, not both together, right? Both can be there. You got some idea now?
Yeah. Yes.
Very good. Very good. Nice. Thanks for bringing the question.
Yeah.
Vinay.
Thanks,
Hi, good morning, Shri.
Hey, Vinay.
Yeah.
All good?
All good. Yes. So
fantastic. Go ahead.
18th is my date for giving exam, and I'm prepared for that.
Nice.
And it is
relaxed.
a center-based.
Relaxed.
Yeah, this time I'm relaxed. Previous weeks I have totally tense how I'm going to do. In this one
Okay.
week, I covered the
Okay.
whole agile that book. I read
Nice.
the concept properly, and it come very fastly in my mind.
Very good. Very good.
Concept
Are you
get
going
clear.
for a regular walking, or you're
Yes.
stressing yourself 5-6 hours in the
No,
room?
I'm not stressing. Stressing is there because I'm just going through the chapter whole, so that whatever I'm missing the concept, I'm getting now properly.
Okay.
As you told earlier, don't go for the fine tuning, read and then. Now when I read finally in this 1 week time, so
Yeah.
the concept is getting clear properly.
Yes. Yes.
So
One request is don't feel that main exam will be super tough. It is going to be at least one level below ShriLearning.
yes, you told that.
So you no need to be a person who knows every line in the book. That's not expected. Until you got a hold of the subject, this is what a management happens. And in ShriLearning, you score decent scores, enough to write the exam. Why I'm saying this is, I know you put high pressure on yourself. That's why I'm saying don't put on yourself. Be relaxed.
Yes, I'm relaxed. Now I'm relaxed, totally relaxed now.
Nice to know. Good to know.
So 18th is my date, that is Tuesday. And the suggestions you have given, I've gone through all the thing. I'm just means I have to get connect with you on the call.
Yep, we'll do that. 18th, right? So
Yeah,
tomorrow
Tuesday.
I have to, yeah, so I will have some travel. So what I do is we will connect tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to talk with the one more person, right? I noted her name. Okay, 2 people. I'll talk to you also. Please buzz me tomorrow morning. We will have a call
What
of your time.
Can you
just buzz me in the WhatsApp. We will connect.
Okay.
I'll let you know that.
Okay. And one doubt I have during the questions, sometimes they give a question where they state one part and they state another part. There's a mixing is there. And when we go for the questioning, answering for correct one, so answer also gets some means mixing of answering. When two question will go for one part and two question will go for second part.
Yeah, and a Saturday impact, you're using a lot of mixing, man. Huh?
No. I'm just no. See, sometime what happens, I have gone through that.
Okay.
Somewhere they will clearly say this is where we have to focus. Sometime it will be like that. This statement is also correct and this is also correct according to the scenario.
Okay.
That time it is very difficult to get a catch on which scenario they are asking.
Yeah, Sri, I also explained this. Sorry to interrupt. Actually, some questions like 5 to 6 questions out of 40. These type of questions are there. So confusion is there.
It means to better understand this, when you say mix, it's a kind of hybrid. That's what you want to say?
No. Situation is mixed. Either it is a predictive. I will tell you the scenario. Means question I'm not able to understand. Right now it is
you have
not
the
in
question?
my mind. No, I don't have the question in mind.
Okay.
So one statement they told one situation of the predictive model. Second situation is also from the predictive. It both are contradictory to each other.
Okay.
So which answer should we go with that? That time it will get confused. My mind get confused.
True. It can happen. But I have seen few questions on a hybrid. They start with one model of project, then they show totally different situation. But how to get this is these kind of questions, the last sentence or last but one sentence, very important. There will be the hint what is targeted in this question, what is asked for.
Okay.
Sometimes the first situation I explained is totally to just confusion. They would have explained 2-3 lines. There will be no relation to that. The next sentence would have started. Something else will go in the topic. So the last sentence is very important in such question. Until I see a question, I couldn't comment on it. But message here is on those kind of questions, don't get carried away by situation. That's what the ask is. If sometimes you see 2 situations, your brain goes to the first one and you tend to answer for that. But the ask would be for the second situation.
Okay. And a similar kind of question we used to get in a mock run also, where they are using a hybrid approach.
Yeah.
They will not state about the hybrid approach. They will say this process is one agile, means it's a agile, and one is a predictive model. So in there, sometime I got to understand, okay, they have done the planning by predictive model. Now they are doing with the agile way of delivering the project by agile. So there I can able to understand. but sometimes what happened, they mix both the scenario in the statement. So there it will get little bit catchy for me.
Okay. One information to everyone who is watching this video right now. I know some of you don't even get the clue what Vinay is talking, because Vinay is practicing this exam for a while. What he's talking is some of the toughest questions what we face. Many times I've seen this to people going to the exam. One, I was giving some tips that read the last sentence, watch on it. Now there are some questions beyond our reach. In exam hall, you can't even get a clue what the hell this guy is asking. You'll be like reading 3 times, your brain will not function. You have to hit your brain, come on, read it. Still, it won't function. If such a question comes to you, only ask is, don't stay there, which means you have to mark some answer, A, B, or C. Something you mark, move away. That is not your question. In office, sometime when we do a job, there are some management meeting happens and there is some task happens which you can't solve it, which you cannot give an answer that day. But Monday, when I go back, the same situation, I can give an answer. It means either I could not process it or I did not see in that angle. There is an angle, right? Where to stand, how to watch. That angle does not happen there. So in an exam, you may get few questions like this. I would say just move away. But for now, what Vinay says, yes, because we are in that practice exam, you can take this question later, analyze it, which word will connect back to the answer. That we can do. But in main exam, if you see something like that, don't stay there.
And the last question about the center-based exam, there can I put water bottle near to my desk and can I read the question in some voice?
Okay. When you go to center-based exam, there are certain rules followed. What the rule is, you should have an empty pocket. You cannot carry anything inside. Watch, mobile, or whatever it is, you cannot carry. It means water bottle also you cannot carry. You cannot have it. Now then, I have to drink water. What to do? There will be a people who watch you in a CCTV camera continuously. So when you put your hands up, they'll walk in and ask, what do you want? And you tell, I want to go for water. Very simple. They just lock the computer and ask you to go for the water. Water dispenser should be very close nearby inside the center or a little bit on the door side. So you will drink water and come back. So you will spend 2-3 minutes, but not on your place. It is not allowed in centers. Some cities, which is super dry cities, those places I have heard they allowed, but not country like India, they won't allow. India is not a desert, okay? They don't allow there. So they will expect you to go out, drink water and come back. This is what possible.
And what about the murmuring?
Okay, coming to that point, in this exam center, there'll be 20 or 15 to 20 seats will be there. When you write exam, it is not only PMP people write exam. You will have TOEFL, GRE, these students also taking exams. Now, TOEFL, GRE students have an exam question which they have to type. So you will hear super noise while they're typing, for which they give a noise reduction sound headsets. Okay, why I'm saying this information is, same applies to them. When you read the question, it is distracting them, they will wear the headsets. Now, no invigilator will sit inside the room and keep on watching you. Invigilator will be outside the room. They'll see only in the television. You can read with a minimal sound. If you read as if you read a newspaper, then you are in trouble. So this is a GRE guy. Mostly students will be there. They make a complaint. This guy is shouting loud. If not, you are fine.
Okay, yeah, definitely I will follow the rules.
All right, fantastic. All set. Anyway, we'll talk about these are things I have to talk to you in the phone call.
Tomorrow morning I will give a WhatsApp.
Give a WhatsApp, then we'll connect. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Shri.
Good, Vinay. Right, let's go to Vargesh.
Hi, Shri.
Hey.
I joined this class last week, like last Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is the first time I'm writing this weekly mock exam.
Okay.
So there were 2 mocks. One is on PMP and another one is on Agile. I had much idea about project management, so I took Agile questions.
Right.
Still, the questions were familiar, but still I failed in the exam. So our first question is like in the real exam. So how is the question pattern? Like, is it a mixture of PMP and Agile?
Yes. When you attend the first classes, if you observed, we spoke about 3 domains: people, process, business, environment. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Also, I gave an intimation that these all domains includes Agile, which means Agile is part of it. I believe I should have shown some talent triangle. Yeah, you remember the talent triangle? Okay, if you don't remember, it's okay. Agile is part and parcel. Your exam has 50% predictive model of questions, 50% adaptive model of questions. However, people who took exam and came back say, some says I saw a lot of Agile, some says I saw majority of predictive. It goes like this. But so far understanding is PMI is mixing both. That's your answer.
Okay. Okay, Shri. And another question is like, see, this was like what, just 5 days or 6 days, first class is over. So my next question is like, how should I prepare for these mocks? So should I go through, like there were some Agile questions which I was not at all familiar, some crystal clear.
Yep, right.
I was not familiar. So do I need to go through the Agile practice guide? Or,
of course. Of course.
Okay.
Can I ask you this question? Are you live listen the classes or recording listen the classes last time?
Yeah, last week I listened live. I came live, but you know, see, I'm from Kerala. It's a festive time here. You know, last Sunday was Easter and today is Vishu.
You enjoyed the festival? Good, good variety of payasams you had.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, nice.
So you understood, right? So I was there.
I understand. You are there physically. Now I got you. I'll tell you the things. Okay. This exam, how people prepare. In this room, I have some people pretty aggressive preparing people. Okay. So when I say aggressive preparing, they read like anything, or some of them read the book already before they came to the class. Some of them attempted the exam, they failed somewhere, some attempt would have happened. They also be here. So you have mix of people here. Now, it is up to you to decide, will I be able to allocate 2-3 hours per day to read for this subject, or 30 minutes sufficient for me? It depends on your need and urgency you're going to read. So now why I put this question, topic is, weekly exams is happening month after month, year after year. We have people taking exam for last 6 months. There are people from different batches from 2019, they're taking this exam. So there is no special preparation needed for these exams. Preparation needed is your reading habits. It's not about exam. Exam is just to boost you. But you have to sit and read. That is your schedule. If you know you're going to take exam in the month of May, June, July, you know the date. Now you put your schedule. We give a schedule for you. You can use it. If not, you can draft on your own schedule. Based on that, start reading. And these exams is a synchronization. We synchronize on weekly ones where we stand. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but you take regularly for this. So no special preparation for this week test, but special preparation for your plan. You should have a clear plan when you're going to write exam, and based on that, you have to start reading. If you can do that, you are good. Yeah. When you want to read, I gave some books to read. I understood you are in festival season. So we said 3 books primarily. One is Rita 10th edition, and then you'll read Agile Practice Guide. These 2 books are very important. And we use another 3rd book, which is called as PMBOK 7th edition. We use this book for reference purpose because some topics are well explained there. You will read something which you don't understand very well in Rita, then you'll open the PMBOK 7th edition to see those topics. If not, if I'm you, I will read only 2 books, Rita 10, Agile Practice Guide, more than enough to clear the exam.
Okay, we need to go by chapter wise, chapter by chapter.
Of course, you have to read it, right? That's what the study plan is. By the way, you have your course agenda shared with you. You have that PDF with you.
Yeah,
No. Okay. Looks like you have to explore more. You joined the class. I appreciate it. Welcome. And now you start exploring what all given to you. In that, one of the folder file talks about course agenda, which says day 1, what all will be in the classes, day 2, what all will be in the classes. You just go through day 1, day 2, or day 3 goes on, 11 days of classes. There it will be like what are the chapters, what are the book from where you get this content. In the same PDF, the last page talks a study plan. For May batch, for May exam people, I given a study plan there. What all you have to read. Initially, it will be like slow start, then the speed will pick up. Good.
Okay, Shri, I will go through those materials.
Right. I do that. Decide your time on your own. Don't push. Because somebody is running, you should not run. You have to think for yourself.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. Right. Let's go to Rohit. Rohit. You are in mute, I believe.
Yeah, hi Shri.
Yeah. Yes.
I took my first mock full exam today.
Full exam.
Yes,
Nice. 180 questions.
Yeah, so I completed within time with 60 minutes remaining. And I secured 68%.
Wow, that's a good start, man. First exam 68 is a good shot, actually.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I have completed the Agile book completely, and I've just started the Rita. Completed 3 chapters.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was going through the answers. There are many questions on which I had confusion, but I don't think so I'll be able to cover that. I'll just share my screen.
Go slowly, step by step. Don't be urgent for it. Question to you. What is your time management?
I didn't take breaks.
Why?
Recently.
Why?
I wanted to attend this session. I started at 1:15, and I wanted to attend this Q&A session as well. So I didn't opt for the breaks then.
Recommendation is please take break because it will improve your scoring. You need that refreshment.
Can I connect with you outside this Q&A session, because I want to go through all the questions and then maybe separately write a mail for this wherever I have.
Okay, I'll tell you how the procedure works, Rohit. First, you will go through all your 180 questions.
Yes.
You will go understand the gap. When I say gap, subject related gap will be there. Your question reading ability gap will be there.
Yep.
Answer choosing ability gap will be there. You will understand yourself for next 2 days.
Yeah.
After understanding, still you have some areas of doubt. We have respective WhatsApp groups. You will share those questions. Hey, this is what I thought. Anyone have a suggestion here?
Yeah.
Sure, you will get 4 to 5 suggestions, right? You will listen to those suggestions. Now, one exam is done. Now you will move to the next exam. With this learning what you did, gap analysis and question understanding with the team members, you will take next full exam. Either score will go high or go down. Both can happen. But now you are a little better than before. You know how to look at the exam. Now you will analyze that question paper again completely. This is how you keep improving with each exam. By the way, are you planning your full exam in some time? That is main exam.
Yeah, full exam I'm planning May 2nd week.
May 2nd week. Okay. So now since your exam score is good on the first exam, I would say you can mark the date, book a slot.
Okay.
Once you mark a date, book a slot, your acceleration will improve drastically. Now analyze all the questions, discuss the question with the group. Still something more? Yes, definitely I can also help you. But still the groups are groups of people are created for this reason. It is not only to share that I cleared the exam. It is to talk about, hey guys, I took this question. This is the answer. I feel A is right, but it says B. Anyone have a suggestion? I'm sure you will get different angles. Please do that.
Cool. Thanks. Thanks.
Before that, first understand the gap. When I say gap, subject gap, question reading ability gap, or interpretation of English words gap, all will be there. Do this first.
Yes, definitely.
All right, fantastic. And keep in touch with me and share me your date, exam date.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Thanks.
Good wishes. What's the time now? Pratik. Yes, Pratik. You booked a date?
Yeah, hi, Shri.
Yep.
So, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to have the first full mock. So last time we discussed, actually some chapters were remaining. So still I've not, I've completed 1 out of that 4 chapters.
You had 3, right? 3 or 4 you had?
4 chapters
4
I had, yeah, and the complete Agile practice guide and the 4 chapters. So out
Very
of
good.
that 4 chapters, 1 chapter I nailed, I cleared it quality. Only risk procurement and Agile practice guide is remaining. So today, Saturday, I had planned to take the full mock, but somehow I could not. So tomorrow in the morning, I'm going to take the first full mock. irrespective of learning that chapters. So today, see, I wanted to ask you today, if I have some time, should I go and watch the video of the ShriLearning of the batch which I had, or should I go for the reading? So tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I have planned to take the test.
Understood. Before that, when you are planning your main exam?
So I have not booked the date, but my target is April end.
April?
And 30th April.
15 more days. So 15 more days, you want to do 5 full exams. Okay, possible. I don't think you need video listening right now. I would say you need good rest after this taking exam today or practicing questions today. And morning 6, main exam also you're planning morning 6?
I don't know, whatever time it may be, but when I go for it, because morning 6 I'm taking tomorrow because I can have less distractions as compared to in the normal time. So that's why I'm going for morning 6 tomorrow.
Are you going center-based exam? Planned it like that?
Center, yes.
Center means it starts 8 a.m. If you are in India, 8 a.m. is the time it starts. See if you can do 8 a.m. First exam, it's okay. 6 o'clock you start. Going forward, any exam you take, plan the same timeline of the real exam so that your biological clock works accordingly. 4 hours you have to sit. To answer your question, I would say no need of video watching now. It's not a Bahubali movie. It'll be boring. So rather you tune your topics. I would recommend you to go to framework chapter, read the roles of project manager clearly, open Agile book, read about Agile concepts, some of the principles clearly, what they mean by that. For example, principle number 5 says business people and developers should work daily together. Okay, it's a clear message that customer and the performing company should work together. It's a message. Many questions will put like you to see that are you getting a message that customer should be with you, that knowledge are you getting it. So understand those principles clearly, understand the roles of managers clearly. That will be good enough for tomorrow exam.
Okay. The one thing, Sri, I'm from January batch. So I started learning in January. So resources, stakeholders and all I completed in that January only.
Okay.
But somehow during when I face the questions or somehow when I read something, suppose say in quality, I read something like that is getting connected to resource management. So somehow I feel like I need to go back again. I'm like, I will
That's
forget
okay.
it.
It happens. It's part of this. Not only you, everyone has the same doubts and questions. Your brain automatically start processing. Don't worry right now. Take a full exam. Let's see where you stand. From there, you'll start tuning it.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Amazing. Good. Nice. Good wishes. Mr. Nagarajan.
Yes. You know, right, I had been, I was from January batch.
Yes.
And I was continuously taking weekly mock exam for quite some time. And, almost for 2 weeks, I had to take a break as I was not feeling well. So what would you suggest at this point in time? Should I go with the 180 question full mock, or you want me to do a couple of more weekly exams and then get back on track for the full mock?
Good question. Since I know you personally on your profile, I would say hit your full exam first, because for your surprise full exam, you may feel more comfortable.
Okay.
Some of us in a 2020 match, we use a lot of energy, whereas in 5-day match, you stand and play. So 180 questions is a 5-day match, you stand and play. It'll go well.
Okay.
Is there any chapter in the book you felt I have not even touched it? I don't know what it is.
No, I skimmed through Rita Mulcahy twice on all the sub lessons.
That's enough. You're done. I would recommend you to hit, if it's weekend is sufficient, hit one full exam. Rahul shared the link somewhere in the groups. Take that 180 exam. Let us see where you stand there. From there, we start tuning it.
Okay.
By the way, are you planning your full exam if it is next 2 weeks?
Definitely not in the next 2 weeks. So at this point in time, I'm planning for mid-May.
May. Okay, then it's fine. You have 1 month time. So let's start with the one. Definitely there'll be some gap. You cannot tell that we will have all the answers correctly. We'll work on those gap. 3 days later, we'll do another full exam. We'll gradually move to the main exam. So start with the full exam right away.
Okay. So how long this 180 question mock is active? Like until end of tomorrow, or it's?
This should be active. We didn't put any time limit right now.
Okay,
because we want to see some people take this exam.
Okay.
So do it, even if it is not there, you regularly have your full exams, your communication board access.
Yes.
You have more than 5 or 8 full exams. So you can take
Okay.
it.
Okay, sure. I'll keep you posted then.
Super. All the best.
Thank you.
All right. Any other question I can help out? If not, thanks a lot for everyone joining here. I know some of us new, some of us doing exam for a while. Don't judge your level only by the marks here. It is today's mark. Sometimes we are well tuned, sometimes we are not well tuned. Some of them, when they explain the question, explain their mark, it'll be super high. Don't get scared of it because their reading ability is good. As I said earlier, some of them reading PMP for last 3 years. Some of them well read the book before they come to the class. Different people are here. So don't judge yourself. Expect you to take this 40 questions, sit and analyze all the questions, do the gap analysis and improve yourself. Next week, again, we'll see where we stand on this part. Thanks everyone for joining here. Have a great time. People joining for April batch, get on in the class next 30 minutes. Meet you all. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Shri. Bye.